Hey everyone! I am here on this glorious day. Make sure my top is not. I wanted to talk about some things that people don't know, and it's called Pornstar Problems. This is strictly my experience. Before I even start this video, I want to move past the whole stereotypical casting couch, having a pimp daddy, etc, 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 etc. I'm not speaking for all of the women out there who have joined the adult industry. I'm speaking strictly from my experience, not including other people's experiences. Just wanted to put that closure out there that this is my experience. So where do I begin? First and foremost, one of the very biggest problems you're going to experience when you enter the adult industry is problem number one. Number one is going to be your family. Your family is going to react one of three ways. One, they're going to be really pissed and disappointed in you, and they're going to move on. Two, they're going to completely disown you, so f them if they do, because that just shows they didn't really give a shit about you to begin with. Three, they may embrace the situation, and they may not even really care, because some parents want you to do you. My experience is 99% of my family accepted it. I had a lot of support from my grandmother and my mom and my husband at the time, and that's all that truly mattered. Everyone else is kind of, I didn't really care if they accepted it or not, and I just truly hoped that they knew who I was as a person, because, I mean, just because I chose to do porn doesn't mean I'm a shitty person. It just means that I like money. Money makes me horny, and money motivates me. The other 1% doesn't even matter, because he was a deadbeat anyways, and he was in and out of my life to begin with, so I wouldn't even f***ing call him a family member, so it doesn't even really matter. That's a whole other YouTube video that one day I will talk about that. Number two is going to be your friends. Now, some of your friends are going to embrace it and think it's super cool, especially when they see that you literally are making way more than minimum wage and you can afford to buy lunch and you no longer have to borrow money from them. The other half of your friends are probably going to completely cut themselves off from you. And honestly, not really friends either, because you're not killing anyone, you're not hurting anyone, so, you know, let them be them. Some people are very religious, and that's just them. Don't even get me started on the whole religious thing. It literally says in the Bible that the only person who can judge you is God. Don't quote me on exactly verbatim, but essentially that's what it says. Number three, if you become a big porn star, if you make it to porn star. There's a difference between adult performer and porn star. I can go into that in a later video, but if you become a porn star, there are going to be total weirdos who get off on finding personal information about you. You will more than likely have your personal information leaked, meaning your home address, your real name, your spouse's real name if you have one, your kids, your mom, your dad, your siblings. And for all of those douchebags who love to leave comments, I legally changed my name, so joke's on you. All of like your church friends or whoever you didn't want to know that you were doing porn, everyone is going to find out, and a lot of it is going to be thanks to two things. One, because there's these assholes that just feel like they want to out porn performers, and that's kind of fucked up, but... And two, because everyone watches porn. I don't care who says they don't. Everyone watches porn. Everyone. Now, some may indulge in adult films more than others, but let's just say that if somebody says, hey, I saw so-and-so in a porn video, and then they start gossiping and chit-chatting and whatever, and they start talking shit, just remember that, honestly, they're the bags because they're hypocrites. They're watching porn and then they're talking on you. So Who really fucking cares if they know what you're doing anyways? Because guess what? You're laughing all the way to the bank. That brings me on to number 4. Number 4, your biggest porn star problem is going to be banking. Banks love money, but for some reason, they don't love money from porn stars. So you need to be super smart, and you need to create an LLC that is totally inconspicuous, not I suck big dick LLC. Do something super simple. And if the bank, when you're creating your business account, asks you what you do, say you're in production. That's not a lie, it's just not the full details. I mean, technically you really are in production, you're just in filthy wet production. Now, number 5. The 5th problem you're going to be having is if you do make it as a top porn star, you're going to be recognized in public. That's just the state of affairs. Now, some people are going to be really cool, they're going to want photos, and some people are going to be really creepy. They're going to follow you around, they're going to secretly record you, it's going to be really fucking awkward. Now that brings me to number 6. Number 6, dating. If you aren't fortunate enough to have a significant other who has supported you onto this venture of becoming an adult film actor or actress, it's going to be really tough. A lot of people out there believe in monogamy. A lot of people out there don't support adult films even though they watch it. Dating's going to be hard. I suggest just being honest from the get-go. Just saying, hey, look, this is me. I'm not changing who I am. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and that's it. Unless you're going to pay my bills and put money in my bank, then I'm not quitting. Pretty simple. And some people will still want to perform even if somebody offers them that. Number 7. What's going to happen is, especially if you are really excelling in the adult industry, you're gonna have a problem managing your finances. That's just how it goes. I don't care if you were great at managing your Baskin-Robbins salary and being able to manage your money wisely. When you go from making a normal person salary to making, some people literally go from making $3,000 a month to $30,000 a month. Really hard not to want to go out and buy everything you see. I know, I've been there. And that leads me to number 9. Number 9, one of the biggest problems in porn is people are going to want to take advantage of you. Especially if you're a high-end performer, people are going to want to take a piece of your pie. Don't let them take a piece of your pie unless they're helping contribute to baking the pie. A lot of agents are going to want to take an X amount of percentage. Know the laws, know the regulations, know what an agent should and shouldn't be doing. Do your research. To the final problem. Are you ready for it? Eventually, you don't want to do it anymore. Transitioning back into real life. Eventually, you're not going to want to do porn anymore. Whether it's you decided to go back to college and pursue a real job, or you wanted to move on to mainstream, or you wanted to move on to being a social media influencer because you've built this big fan base, or you got married and you're pregnant and you want to move to the suburbs and live your happy life and pretend like it never happened. Transitioning back into the real world is very hard. So you have to come up with a game plan. Are you going to continue to parlaying your success in the adult industry into your next adventure? Make sure you're smart. Make sure you have a game plan before you just leave. Those are my top 10 porn star problems that a lot of people don't talk about. And I hope you enjoyed this, because guess what? You need to know all the things. Take care and see you around. Thanks for watching my YouTube video. Make sure you subscribe and come back for more.